Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. Aries, this is your monthly horoscope for the month of March. And just to recap, okay, the year is all about the ancestor, okay, and that's listening to that universal beat and starting out on a new journey. All right, this is a major arcana card, and if you go past, if you're listening to that universal beat and what the ancestor is drumming, okay, you are going to walk through those birch trees and start your new year out. All right, and for the month of January, to recap, you had the Two of Stones and challenge. And it was a very challenging month for you. One based on rivalries, one based on competition, one based on setting your mark. All right, trying to get that security going. And then in February, all right, another major arcana card came out to let you know, to keep your sight set on the goal, to keep your arrow notched more or less in the bow, and be ready for those opportunities that come along. Whether those are opportunities of love or opportunities for finances, opportunities for career advancement, whatever it is. All right, know what your mark is, okay, and keep your eyes on the prize with what's going on. And for the month of March, as I go ahead and put stones on those so the winds don't blow them away. Last month I ended up using some Oracle decks to help clarify, and I just didn't really feel comfortable with it. So I'm going to try something different this time around for you, Aries, as well as for the other signs. And as I'm shuffling through the cards, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the month of March, and then I'm going to draw 4 other cards for the week. So for the month of March, what you can expect the energies to be is 9 of Arrows, dedication. And I'll set that off to a side, and we'll draw the other 4 cards while we have that opportunity. First week of March, so that's going to be the theme, the 9 of Arrows, dedication. Your first week of March is going to be 4 of Vessels and boredom. Second week in March is going to be a Tower moment. Something's going to happen during that second week of March for you. Third week of March is the Stag. There may be some strength or some justice coming out for you, maybe justified. And then the fourth week of March is going to be that 3 of Arrows in jealousy. So let me put the cards away so they don't blow away, and let's talk about it. So here you've got the 9 of Arrows in dedication. And the arrows are all dancing around the gal playing, the bowstring, pretty much. It's not even a fiddle or it's not a violin. It's just a bowstring. And she's just plucking at it. Now, 9s are just about to be completed, all right? And, she is getting ready for that next step, that 10 of Arrows, which is instruction, okay? Now, dedication, she's put a lot of time into her, let's say her energy around learning something, okay? Because Arrows is all about mental acuity and learning and, talking about, an air sign, okay? Logical, reasoning, okay? Now, she has dedicated her soul craft to having these arrows dance for her, so to speak, okay? Where they're all following along with what's going on, okay? Maybe she's playing a song for them to protect her, okay? Maybe she's one with the arrow, okay? She's developed that craft, that skill, to be dedicated to whatever it is she needs to do to, keep those arrows happy, all right? If you think about the 7 of Arrows, that's insecurity, all right? And now you've moved into the 9 of Arrows where you've stepped away from that insecurity, all right? And now you become more dedicated. Okay, so this year, already, you're walking down your path. You listen to the beat of that universal drum. You've had some challenges through the 2 of Stones and challenge, and you've kept your eyes on the prize, so to speak, with the archer. All right, this month is all going to be about dedication. And as we look about, for the rest of the week, rest of the month by weeks, that first week is going to be some boredom. Okay, that Four of Vessels. Okay, and vessels is emotional energy. It's water energy. Okay, but what this gal doesn't realize is there's water behind her. Okay, so the dedication that you have during the week, it may seem a little stagnant that first week of March. Okay, and maybe it's an opportunity for you to, sit back, relax, take in, what's going on. Not necessarily be bored with your job or be bored with work, but understand that there's waters flowing behind you. All you have to do is reach out, and let them cleanse you. Okay, so that first week of March, use that dedication to realize, okay, that there's always emotional energy around you. Okay, dedicate yourself to becoming aware of what that emotional energy is, whether it's somebody else's emotional energy, whether it's your own that you're giving off, or whether it's just a general atmosphere. Sometimes it's good just to listen to what's happening, but don't get bored. Don't get bored in what's going on that week, going through the humdrum, week after week, day after day of your work activities. Okay, realize that there's more creativity out there. Use that logic reasoning to make sure you don't get stagnant. Second week is about the blasted oak. All right, and through your dedication of being bored, realize that you've got the energy, you've got the ability, all right, to release those bonds. Here it takes a sudden catastrophe for you to release those bonds. The lightning strike has to hit that branch. Okay, but if you noticed, okay, both the straps on her legs or ankles and the straps on her arms are free. She is now free from that burden. That's what that life lesson card is telling you about. Okay, to be free of the burdens that are holding you to that tree. Okay, because the tree is not a strong foundation for you. If you want a strong foundation, you need that Ace of Stones. Okay, to give you that strong foundation. But here is this Major Arcana card, and the Major Arcana is supposed to teach you a life lesson. So this second week, there's going to be a life lesson, something that's going to rock your world, but at the same time, it's going to set you free. Yes, you may be hurt from that, okay, but you are going to be free after that fall to continue walking down your path, to continue walk on that dedicated path, okay, that's set up for you in the month of March. Now, the third week of March is another Major Arcana card, and that's the Stag. Now, I tend to look at the Stag as a justice card, and when I think about that, he's got the shield with the World Tree on it, all right, and he's got the axe to make sure that nobody takes advantage of what's going on in the Wildwood Forest, okay, that they're using their resources wisely, okay. So, the Stag is all about justice. So that third week, when you're dedicated to, making sure that there's no stagnicity, I don't even know if that's a word, So that third week with the Stag, and like I said, it's all about justice. And, he's got the shield of the World Tree, and he's got the axe in his hands, okay? And he's half elk, half man, okay? And he's wearing a robe. Maybe that's that robe that the Green Man's, giving him, or the shaman's giving him. All right, but he's there to make sure that justice is being taken care of, okay, in the Wildwood Forest. So that third week of March, as you're going through and looking at things, okay, maybe you're going to be justified in something, okay, or maybe there's going to be some justice that comes to you, okay, whether that's through work or however, a relationship, however you want to look at it. Okay, maybe you end up getting a justified reward. Okay, the other key to this card is about responsibility. Okay, now something's happened during this course of the year. Okay, where you realize, all right, that justice has been served, or that you've been justified in whatever's going on. Okay, take that responsibility and use it with that dedication. Okay, take that dedication for the month and say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to feel so vindicated around this. I'm still going to continue moving on with my life, okay? Because I know I've got the Major Arcana of justice out there. Now, this just came after that Tower moment, okay? That blasted oak, Okay, you've been set free. Maybe this is the week where you feel, okay, you know what? I'm liberated. I can go ahead and move about and do whatever I need to do. And then during that fourth week, is the three of arrows and jealousy. Okay, you are going to have some emotions. Now, three of arrows is all about logic, reasoning, right? It's not about that emotional energy. Okay, now this can get tied up in some emotional energy if need be. But if you're aware of this, if you're thinking through your logic and your reasoning, and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to get emotionally tied up in this. I'm not going to be, going through and being jealous of what, the Joneses have. Because as I've said before, what you are doing is you are, bestowing blessings upon them. Okay, so turn this card around and have the blessings come upon you. Maybe with what's going on as you're being dedicated this month, is you realize you're stagnant. Okay, you set yourself free of your bonds with that blasted oak. Okay, you feel vindicated and justified with what's going on, and people are seeing what's happening this month, and they become jealous of you. All right, and they're going to put more blessings upon you. So there's your March horoscope, Aries. Starts out with dedication. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and leave your comments down below. And we'll see you in April, your birth month. All right, this is D for Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you next month. Take care, God bless, and stay safe.